Coincidentally, where did we get the word honeymoon? The origin of the term honeymoon is something of a mystery, but according to the folklore, it stems from marriage practices or days long where wedding ceremonies ever existed. Instead of having a public marriage rite, a man would very often simply abduct his own bride and would get into hiding with her for a period of time until her possibly engaged relatives stop looking for them. It's like eloping, not like eloping, you can elope to kind of similar like they just ran off. That means, there's some people do this cheaper elope. You gotta admit that, right? You just go to the City Hall of Records, pay $100 right? Just to get the license and pay the guy to do it, and then bam, you're married. But most people want a formal ceremony costs a lot of money. These days, costs a lot of money, especially with women. They want this and this and this, and it costs a lot of money. And most women, when they plan weddings, they overdo it. They do too much elegance and all that stuff, and they think that my boyfriend has a tree in the back of the yard. I have a tree in the back of the yard. Conflicts are expected, even prepared for. They are inevitable. The river's meeting products, turmoil with junk or bottom coming to the surface. Ultimately, as the river flows further downstream, it calms down and the junk sinks. Don't think it's in denial, just expect conflicts and be prepared to deal with it. You gotta just suck it up, deal with it. You have conflicts, I want this Italian bread, I want this door blue, or when she wants it white. Just because a woman means you have to be right. You know what I'm saying? Most of women have to let the man be right too sometimes, And it says, how do conflicts actually begin? Often they start because one of or both of the people feel wrong or misunderstood. They may begin when something feels taken for granted, the unappreciated, selfish behavior they feel like they're taken for granted. And that's another thing that your marriage can go downhill, is if you neglect her. You don't show interest in her no more, then apparently she's going to find someone who will, and then she's going to divorce you, kick your butt on the street. And most women, they get the house. You won't get divorced, they get the house. That's just it. That's just it. Except when my parents got divorced. My mom and dad got nothing. Nothing. I mean, technically, I'm thinking house-wise. You would think mom would have kept the house. It was a nice house, too. No. Dad keep the house. No, someone has to keep the house. And we sold it. Great. I like my house now, but I wish I was living there. Like Chino. And it says here, my head is covered with my dew, my locks with drops of the night. If it is late at night or very early morning, she hears a knock on the door. Her baby, open the door. Hey baby, open the door, he says. I was asleep. My heart is awake and perhaps restless and able to sleep soundly. My heart maybe runs to Solomon. Like when you're together, that happens. She doesn't get it. She wants you to do everything, get it, and so knock at the door. And you get a compliment. You should have got it. You should have got it. Well, I told you to get it. If it is her promise, I have taken off my robe. How can I put it on again? I have washed my feet. Her point, have a headache. I have been asleep. You want me to wake up so you can be with me? No way. The problem is making demands. She is insisting on her rights. She's awake. She's asleep. Just because you're awake doesn't mean she wants you to sleep. She was sound asleep, and Solomon wanted to wake her up so he can be with her. You know, there's times when they need to sleep, and you want to be with them while you gotta wait till morning. You should have came while she was awake when you're out there for that or whatever the heck you were doing. You know. Guys, marriage is not easy. The fact is, they both are right, and they both are wrong. Her anger is simple. I'm staying up late waiting for you, but you didn't show up too late. And it says, but you showed up too late, buddy. What she's saying is, she would have came a little earlier, then she would have been happy to be with him. She would still be awake because he would be with him. But, sometimes women, they'll wait for you, and they only wait so long, and they go to sleep. Whatever happens to my beloved is like a gazelle or a young stag. Put my hand in the latch on the door, my heart yearned for you. Solomon at first was not taking no for an answer, so he perished in expecting his desire for her. Men, do not take no for an answer. Just take that no. Because then you're always going to get mad at you. And, I'm saying nowadays we're going to get mad. Don't get that plate of hot grits. You know what I'm saying? It's just that you got to be careful. To say, okay, baby, I'll go to sleep too. And then wake up in the morning. Then you can talk. Sleep for 8 hours. When you go to sleep like that, you already wake up in 2 seconds. You quick. 8 hours goes by quick when you go to sleep. But she doesn't come open the door. It bothers him, and he leaves. His myth of the latch and token of sweetness and reminder of he was there. When you feel rejected, you feel justified punishing to the other person rejecting you. You think they made me mad, so they should feel what I feel. No, you're mad. It's not like you're mad. I don't watch the other person feel what I feel. Everybody would be mad if that was the case. And it says this is a respond when arguing to the subject you will to God's Spirit. You do not act impulsively, as the heart of such behavior often is simply selfishness. John 15:13. Great love has no one than this, than to lay down one's life for his friends. The scripture comes alive in marriage. Solomon did not reject his wife. He is an intimate, self-centered, punitive way. He appears to have understood that even after she has spoken to him as she did, he reached out. You got to be understanding, because in the marriage it's going to go whoosh. That's something they needed to fight over, so he left it alone. Proverbs 12:16. A fool's wrath is known as once, but a prudent man comes shame. In marital conflicts, avoiding venting every time you are irritated. Choose your battles. Of course, it is important to deal with major issues, but as reasonable time. There's they say there's times when you should deal with conflicts, and times when you just shouldn't. And it says, Matthew 9:16 said to them, Moses, because of your hardness, your heart's permitting you to divorce your wife, but from the beginning it has not so. When people do not recognize their error, it can harden permanently and result in divorce. See, I talked about how you can keep the fire lit, but if you're not gonna, deal with conflicts and it just hardens up, it's gonna get just straight to divorce. You're gonna go down the hill and you're not gonna get back up. Simple as that. Verse 7, the watchmen who went about the city found me. They struck me. They wounded me. The keep, Solomon's wife, recognized she had been wrong and had been looking for her love. I think, though, she wasn't wrong. She wanted to go to sleep. She was tired. Sometimes, sometimes you don't understand that you're so tired. Get up, but you're so tired. Don't understand that. Some people, you know what I'm saying? They actually, and it says that this is a picture of conviction. She realized that she had mistreated her husband. Oh, he should have been more understanding. Okay, we aren't asleep. I'll wait till the morning. You're like, you get up. You get up now. And it says here, arguing with belittling, yelling, or nagging will not accomplish anything. Proverbs 10:19. In the multitude of words she is not lacking, but he had retained her lips is wise. Sometimes simple to leave things completely in God's hands by prayer. Verse 9, what is beloved more than anyone beloved? Oh, fairest among women, where is your beloved?